Building Blocks was designed to talk about issues relating to energy, the environment, and health. And the opportunity that presented itself when we brought all of the participants together to sit in a peace circle and to share a meal and to go on these tours was that we realized that it's not really coming into communities and telling them which issues they should pay attention to. It was more so providing the space for them to tell us what the important issues were.
Violence reduced. I would like to see the lack of economic opportunities in this community change. I like to see the lack of social opportunities change in the community. I like to see more businesses owned by people who live in the community, not businesses of people who come into the community and then leave the community. I like to see more jobs.
I wanted my daughter to know what a community looks like. When you look at the west side of Chicago, you see beautiful brick houses, you see beautiful gray stones, and mentally, I didn't know what I was getting into because I said, I love my people. I want my daughter to get to know something that I knew as a child coming up. But mentally, having a 7-year-old child tell you she wants to go outside and play and you own a home that sits on a corner lot in a community that's gun infested, because I won't say gang infested, but gun infested. Every hour you hear gunshots. So mentally, it has traumatized me, and I know it has traumatized my daughter.
It hurts to see my neighbors get shot down. It hurts me to see their homes are broken into. It hurt me to see that we just don't care about each other. That hurt. That impacted me emotionally and mentally. I'm thinking and praying that it never happened to my immediate family, mentally. Physically, it hurts me also to see all these things that happen. Sometimes it handicaps you physically because there's nothing you can do as an individual to change these things. It takes the work of everyone to change.
Like when I was coming up, I had a lot of fake love, like the guys that's on the block showing you love, you know, you selling drugs, you know, you think that's love because you coming from a broken home and y'all poor, but you know, that's the only way to get money, and you thinking just because he gonna put some drugs in your hand and you making some money, that's, you know, you, at the end of the result, you either gonna have to protect yourself so nobody won't take those drugs, you gonna go to jail, you gotta worry about the stick up, man. It's really fake love, because somebody who really love you ain't gonna tell you to give you no drugs and go out there in the streets. You know, it's fake love out here, you know, and it's a lot of people that don't really, it's a lot of kids out here that's real messed up about that. It's crazy though. Well, that's fake love from real love though.
Well, being a product of this community and also raising my children in this community and my grandchildren in the community, I also lost a grandchild to the senseless violence in this community. So, you know, that mental and physical and that drive that I have to help and to see, you know, the young people in this community grow stronger and educate them so they can know where to go to find those jobs, where to go to find that literacy training, where to go to find that education, or if they need a ride, you know, where they can go.
The community has been lost. We just live in neighborhoods. So I think just getting back to the family-oriented, working with our parents and our kids, just working with house to house. How do we get involved in the house? Because it starts within. Insecurity is inside of me. I can't work on insecurity by buying the best clothes and shoes. I have to work on my insecurity on the inside.
If they had something to believe in, some place to go, something to do, that we wouldn't have all this crime, and that people would be more mindful of each other. And they have more pride in themselves because they have something, it's something about them, you know, that it's, you know, that they're working, they're able to do for their families.
I would like to see the love grow, the love for one another, the love for life. So the young people know, okay, well, one door might be locked, but there's a window that's open, you know, with a helping hand that you can reach. You know, mental health training, you know, mental health services, because that's a lot of anger going on in the streets out here. And in some cases, hopelessness. They don't know what they don't know. You know, listening is the key to it all, to find out where a person is, you know, because everybody's got something to say.
That it's just a beautiful place. I mean, we're just misunderstood. It's a place where if our many elected officials would take the time and invest the funds where they're supposed to be invested, you would raise your kids here. It's a place that you would want to come to and be a part of being a change to it. The more people that come into our community means that hopefully we'll get the redevelopment. It's sad that I think that families might not want to raise their kids in our communities, and with the 50 school closings and the now budget cuts in our communities, with those schools saying they're underutilized, I don't think families would pick it. But I think that if families choose to stay and families choose to come in and get to see that we're not gangbangers, we're not criminals, the ones that commit the crimes in our community don't even live in the community. But the people that live in the community, we clean up our streets together, we have block clubs, we have cookouts together, we do a lot of things in the community together. So coming to the west side of Chicago is just coming and getting to know people.
The power of dialogue in building restorative communities is really based on the fact that so much of our conflict is connected to the fact that we are actually disconnected. And so the way that we can reconnect one to another and to recognize each other's humanity is by talking with one another, sharing each other's stories, listening to one another, and just providing safe spaces for us to come together and address not just what the issues might be between each other, but also address the issues that are affecting our communities.